Imagine this. She's used to your calls, your replies, your eagerness, but then it stops. No good morning text. No, how's your day? Just silence. And in that silence, something starts to happen inside her. Something she wasn't expecting. Modern men panic when a woman pulls away. But Stoics, they understand the power of pulling away first. Because the moment she feels your absence, her mind goes to war with itself. Today I'm going to show you exactly how a woman reacts when she realizes you're no longer interested, and why this reaction can be your most powerful moment. When a woman senses you're emotionally invested, she knows whether consciously or not, she has the upper hand. It's human nature. What we already have, we take for granted. But the moment your energy changes, the game changes. You stop chasing, you stop overthinking, you stop making her the center of your world. At first, she'll brush it off. Maybe he's just busy, but deep down, a seed of uncertainty is planted. And this is where psychology kicks in. Humans, men and women, are wired to notice when something familiar is suddenly gone. It's called the Sagaric effect. The mind fixates on what feels incomplete. So when you break the pattern of attention, her brain registers a loss, even if she didn't truly value your presence before. Lesson 1. The initial reaction. Curiosity. The first stage is curiosity. She'll start wondering, why isn't he texting? Did I do something? Is he talking to someone else? The truth. You've just removed the emotional feeding tube she was sipping from. The comfort of knowing you were always there. Here's the part she'll never admit to anyone, not even her best friend. That tiny voice inside her. It's starting to whisper. What if he doesn't want me anymore? This is where Stoicism shines, because you're not playing this as a game. You're redirecting your focus from her to you. Lesson 2, the emotional spike. Here's where it gets intense. When she feels the absence, her emotions spike. It's not always love. Often it's ego. She's not losing you. She's losing the validation you gave her. Psychologically, this is the scarcity principle at work. When something becomes scarce, we assign it higher value. Think about it. The same man she didn't prioritize yesterday suddenly becomes more interesting today simply because he's no longer accessible. And here's the twist. She'll start testing you again. She might throw a breadcrumb your way, a hey text, a story reaction on Instagram, a casual call out of nowhere. It's not love, it's a fishing line. A Stoic man doesn't bite immediately. He understands that silence is a response. Lesson 3, the shift in respect. Respect in relationships isn't built when you give someone everything. It's built when you can give but choose not to. When she realizes you're not emotionally enslaved anymore, something clicks. You're no longer predictable. And in her mind, unpredictable equals valuable. This is where ancient Stoics like Epictetus remind us, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Why? Because walking away from the game makes you look foolish to the emotional player, but it makes you free. Here's what women don't want you to know. The man they respect the most is rarely the man who gave them the most. It's the man they could never fully control. Lesson 4, the power of indifference. Indifference is not hate. It's not bitterness. It's the absence of emotional dependence. When she sees that her actions no longer sway you, that her approval is no longer your oxygen, her perception of you changes completely. And here's the dangerous part for her. The more indifferent you are, the more she'll seek proof that she still matters to you. That's when she might try to provoke you emotionally. Post things designed to get your attention. Bring up old memories to reattach the bond. A Stoic doesn't react. He observes because he knows true power is quiet. Lesson 5, the internal conflict. At this stage, her emotions are in conflict. Part of her wants to ignore you back to win the silence war. Another part is itching to break the distance just to see if she still has influence. The more she fights this battle in her head, the more you occupy her thoughts without saying a word. This is the psychological inversion that Stoicism thrives on. You gain presence by being absent. You gain influence by withholding reaction. Modern application using this as a Stoic. Let's be clear, this isn't about manipulating a woman. It's about breaking your dependency on her approval. When you stop centering your emotional stability on her attention, you regain mental clarity, stop overanalyzing every message, build self-respect, attract respect from others. And here's the part most men never realize. Once you reach this point, whether she comes back or not, you've already won. Because the real prize wasn't her reaction, it was your transformation. Lesson 6, the return or the replacement. Once a woman feels the full effect of your detachment, one of two things happens. She returns, not always because she loves you, but because she feels the pull of what she lost. She replaces you, not as a rejection of you, but as an attempt to soothe the ego wound your absence created. Here's where most men crumble. When she comes back, they forget why they walked away. A Stoic remembers your peace comes first. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. When she realizes you're no longer interested, her world shifts, but yours shouldn't. Because the Stoic man understands, love is best when it's free, not forced. Attention is a gift, not a currency. And the moment you stop chasing, you start attracting the right things. If she's meant to stay, she will. If she's meant to go, she will. Your job is to be unshaken either way.